You are now listening to Sir Ink's The Experience Podcast, where we talk about anything and everything kink. Now, this podcast is only catered to those that are 18 and above and may not be suitable for work, or as we like to say, NSF. But remember, you can always listen to us during your private time. Hello, kinky and kink-curious folk out there. My name is Sir Ink. How do you get deeper into your submissive's mind and understand her more? How does that process go? And so, what a lot of guys do not understand in this world of BDSM and actually just, healthy relationships as a man, you have to be the old school gentleman where they show you the puddle of water on the ground. A man takes his jacket and puts his jacket over the puddle of water so the woman can walk over it. This is symbolic to you having to undress yourself a little bit and be nice to a woman that you find attractive, that you find, and when I mean attractive, just not physically, but attractive to you. Her energy is inviting and you're feeling her. And so you have to open yourself up. And so the only way to get to her is through yourself. And there are parts of yourself that you have to expose to let others feel comfortable with exposing themselves. And so, as a dominant, if you meet a submissive, and that's, and you're feeling this person and like, okay, I want to take this to the next level, you have to find a way to roll yourself out. No one wants to roll all of themselves out at once, right? It might be too much of a buffet for someone to look at and be overwhelmed. It could be underwhelming, right? But the point is, you have to find a way to roll yourself out. So for me, I would like to liken myself like I'm gonna roll myself out like French dishes, like French cuisine. They bring you out these very fancy, beautiful plates with a little bit of food on it. But you might have at least 4-course meal or 6-course meal, right? And then that still comes with dessert afterward. And so you just have to figure out a way to roll yourself out. Now, it can be a little tricky with some people, right? If you're dealing with someone that's an introvert, you're gonna have to go a little harder. An extrovert, and if you're an extrovert, it's a little easier. And there's things about yourself that you can roll out without having to think about it. With someone else, you have to ease them in. Like someone that's an extrovert, you may say something or expose something about yourself, and they're like, "Whoa, but okay, I feel you on that, and let's go." But someone else would be like, "Whoa, like, well, where'd that come from? I don't know about that." But if you ease them into how you got to that point, or how you got to this thing, to whatever that is. Let's just say it's, for example, like this one young lady told me, and I heard me speak about this before, that she's actually had her breast nailed to a board. And so it's like, Jesus, when I first heard it, but then it's like, well, how did you get there? What took you? How did you ramp from your first bit of impact to going that far? Even people that like cutting themselves, or people that like doing needle play. When you first see it, sometimes it's like, whoa, that's aggressive. But then the mind goes, wow, what led you there? Now, some people, in their mind, they're like, whoa, that's too much. And, ooh, I'm scared. I don't know about this person. Ooh. Like, they don't understand that just because you've done something like that doesn't mean that you're going to do that to them. So, as a dominant, that wants to have a submissive and you're going to have some kind of physical play or sessions, you have to be able to roll yourself out. You don't want to roll your whole array of talent and toys and all that stuff out early. Take them up slow. Take them up slow. You have to liken it to being deep in the water, deep, right? Was it like hundreds of meters down in the water, those divers or the people that's in them little capsules that go way deep in the water, they can't bring them up too fast because they get the bends. Their stomachs hurt, like excruciating pain. So it's the same thing. You want to bring them in slowly. You want to bring them in slow. You don't want to hurt them. So you bring them in slow. So roll yourself out slow. And it's tricky because you can come up with a way to roll yourself out with one person. But the way you did it with Jenny is not the way you can do it with Tamika, or the way you can do it with Maria, or you understand what I'm saying? There's no cookie cutter way of doing this. So it's not that easy, gents. We have to find a way to roll ourselves out, in a way that allows that submissive to feel comfortable enough to be vulnerable, to walk you through them, what they think, the things that they've done, the places that they would like to go, and then be willing to allow you to provide that for them. So it just takes time. And it's like, you see girls jumping rope, they got the ropes turning and one girl's jumping in there, then like you want to jump, then another girl wants to jump in, but it's tricky. The rope is moving so fast, but they know how to jump in. And that's just how we have to learn how to roll ourselves out. We have to know when to jump in. Like, 'cause sometimes you can jump in and mess up, and it's trial by fire. I've jumped in and messed the rope up, what I'm saying? Stop the action. However, the more experience you have, the more seasoned you become, the more you can just jump right in and keep everything moving, and you can slow it down, speed it up. But you got to get in first. You got to get in and then dictate the pace based upon the feedback that you're getting. And you're not going to get it all at once. You're not going to meet somebody and be like, I'm your dime today, and tomorrow they're just an open board for you to just paint whatever you want on, or a blank canvas for you to just paint whatever picture you want on. Like, it doesn't happen like that. It doesn't happen like that. And if it does happen like that, would you really trust it? Or you just in the moment? Now, some people can just do hookups. That's just in the moment. So it's like, right here, right now, this is what I want. Boom. This is why I tell a lot of you, just go ahead and pay for it. Because if all you really want is the experience and not the connection, just pay for it. But if you really want a true experience, it's going to take time to really get to the depths of people. But when you pay for it, you're going in with the expectation that this is what I'm going to get, or this is what I'm giving, period. And there's no real connection to that. But when you're emotionally connected to someone, that's where those deeper levels come out during the session. But that's my little thought of the day. What do you think? What do you think? Leave your comments below. And let's keep the discussion going until next time. You know how to find me, Sir INQ, on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And you can always email me at sirinq09@gmail.com. Thank you for listening. Until next time, peace.